Hello, everybody. Welcome to my room. I was just watching Linda G. I'm glad she just signed off. Um, Maybe I'll get a few people over here. I saw a few people from our chat in there. I am glad my station is not as big as hers. She had 7.5 thousand people in a room, and the chat was going so fast you couldn't read it. At least I can't read that fast. little too much for me. But then, it's the contents in which she reads too. And we're not doing a full political here, so hey, Marby. Dean is busy working on lesson plans today and has an engagement later on, so he's not going to be joining me. He's busy. Everybody has a life. We all deserve a day off. But I've talked to him several times. He's doing good. Okay. Don't y'all think it's interesting how they're not giving the inflation index numbers out? Realize that those inflation index numbers, I feel like they're going to be rigged because I don't think they like the outcome. Hey, Tammy, I'm adding people to the list as you come in. But those of you that are like me and on Social Security and have that as a fixed income, our COLA is based on those inflation numbers, and I think they're not good. And I think at that 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, whatever it is they're projecting this week, for the COLA, I think it's gonna if they give the real numbers, I think it's gonna jump much higher, because I think the numbers going to probably double that calculation on our behalf for our best interest, but we'll see. I don't even think the wealthy stock market, etc., are going to believe the numbers that come out, because why are they sitting on them? Okay, that's all my political talk for now. Not getting into the Charlie Kirk garbage and my opinion on that, and I definitely have opinions on that, but we're not going there. Okay, I'm going to do the first reading for the collective and do a 5 card for it. This is our view on what our current country's atmosphere is, the collective viewpoint of what's going on in the now. So I'm reading on the collective's energy. Okay. The underlying card of the reading is the 7 of Cups. This is our manifestation, our ability to put out there in the universe what we're desiring, what we're wishing for, what we want to come to fruition. This is our emotions driven of where we'd like to see things going. The Queen of Cups, this Queen of Cups, of course, the Queen of Cups is a nurturing queen. She's a caring queen. She wants to put that nurturing energy out there. But this is also our connection to our spirituality, our truths. We're staying grounded and connected with our faith, our truth. And we're drawing on that energy in the universe. We have a desire for the 10 of Pentacles, the happy family, financial stability. We are working towards that. We are being as frugal as we can. We're taking care of our needs in the now. And this is going to keep us secure despite what the economy is doing to us. We're doing what we can. We do have options and places to go with this 2 of Wands. This is us taking action, standing in what we believe in, being creative about how we do this messaging. And we get that Page of Wands. We're staying educated, up to date. We're keeping ourselves informed, so we're making informed decisions as we move through this period of time. Those are the underlying cards for the reading. As we move into this energy, We are looking towards the heavens with this Hierophant card. This is our connection with our faith that we are going to get through this. We recognize that we will have obstacles and troubles in our ways, but we are relying on our faith and being guided into the light and into the right direction as we move through this period of time. With this Ace of Wands, this is our action card, and also it's a spiritual card to me because this is that connection to our guides and staying connected to our spirituality. But it's also a positive card. We are looking to the heavens. We're sitting it out to fruition of what it is we wish and desire in the direction we are wanting our world to go. This is our connection with that the universe in that fruition. Center of the reading, we all do have some worry, but we're not going to be left out in the cold with this Five of Pentacles. But we do worry about our finances, where we're going, if this will devastate us. Even I have those issues. They're real, Things are getting more expensive, they're getting tighter, but we're not being left out in the cold. We'll do what we need to do. We'll trade services, goods, whatever it is we have to do to make ends meet with our neighbors so that, we can move in a positive forward direction. It's all working together, using that emotional connection with those people around us that are affecting our life in a positive way, joining forces and connecting that will give us the strength to move in a positive direction. And we are that King of Cups. Yes, we're emotional, we're nurturing, we're caring. We care for what's going on in this. This is that strength of our connection to our spirituality and to our faith that we will get through these times and come out on the other end better. So I think these are beautiful cards. I think the collective has their mindset in the right direction. We're not letting all this news, garbage, distraction pull us down into that fear, that worry. We have to keep our mindset out of that because if that's all we're thinking about, we're creating that. We're giving life to that energy. So we don't want to do that. We want to keep faith. We want to stay positive. We want to think of what we want to see, what we want our future to become, and do the things that can help us in the now to move towards those positive things. So we're not struggling when money's tight and things like that. Just by doing those little things like picking up a few things extra from the grocery store. You don't have to go on a mad $300 grocery shopping, food stocking, toilet paper stocking spree. Just pick up one or two items each time you pick up groceries that will help actually put a little extra in your cupboards. And I always say stock up on things like beans and rice and flour and sugar and yeast. So if you are at the point where, resources are running low, you still have food, you still have proteins, you still have inexpensive, easy to make meals. That's my advice. That's what I've been doing. And, if you don't know how to make bread, YouTube has all kinds of instructional. They'll walk you through every step making bread. It's very easy to make. You do not need a mixer. You can do it by hand. Very simple, easy ingredients. And even if you don't have bread pans, for example, you can put it out on a cookie sheet, shape your dough. You're not going to get a square loaf if you don't have a bread pan, but you will get a loaf of bread. I also make that naan bread, which I absolutely love. The recipe I use uses Greek yogurt in it, but there's several different versions. There's even just a flour, water, salt type version for naan bread. I'm going to pull a surrender card for. I'm just cutting the deck to pull a surrender card. It says, surrender your despair to control people. Surrender your desire to control people. And it says, being over control can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. So, yeah, we don't want to be controlling over other people. We want to work with other people. So, yeah, that's a great card. And I'm going to pull surrender cards today as I throw. So, I'll just cut my deck and randomly pull whichever one comes up as I go through readings. And we have people coming into the room. I am doing, if you have a question, that you can go through my PayPal or my Zelle and do the $5 donations. All of the readings will be three card draws for free. What in the heck? Oh, I'm like, something was popping up on my screen. And I will have to bounce back and forth between my list and the chat because I do not have my YouTube chat set up. So I'm getting a little bit of a delay on my room right now. So far on our list, we don't have a very full room. I have 5 people on the list. Oops, I just saw Tony pop in. Let me grab her really quick. Gotcha, Tony. Hi, Tony. Okay, we got 6 people in the room now. We have Miss Silk, I think is how you say it. I'm going to... forgive me if I mispronounce it. I've never... Phonics is not my thing. I have Cheryl. I have Snow Wolf. And hi, Snow Wolf. Marby. I got Marby on here twice. Let me remove one of them. Okay. And Tony. So we have 5 people so far in the room. I'm sure more people will trickle in as we're live. And I will start with Miss Silk. I guess I'm one of these days you'll like somehow phonetically put it down for me, so probably slaughtering it. Okay. You can all see it though. And we're going to do general reading on this plus 1 surrender card, which I will pull and keep down because I don't want it to influence the cards I pull for the reading. And you know, while the room's slow, I'm going to throw 5 question because there's not that many people in the room, and that'll allow other people to come in the room. So anybody that comes to the room after Tony is going to be a 3-card reading. So first 5 people in the room get 5 draws. Sounds fair to me, doesn't it to you? Okay. Clearly my deck's upside down. I don't read reversals, so my guides, I channel when I read, and my guides tell me, which way the energy's flowing on the card. Plus, I don't always read traditional right or right. I read, it may be something within the card that's drawing my attention to the messaging. So the underlying card of this reading is the Chariot. So you're driving your own chariot at this time. You're moving swiftly and making beautiful decisions on your behalf. It's followed by that 10 of Cups, that achievement of happy family, a beautiful energy. So you have things going. You do have some underlying worries, and I think this is about the current situation in the world. You worry about where we're at. You worry about your finances and stuff like this. Realize that you're not left out in the cold. We all worry about these things, but don't dwell on that. Just be frugal with your money. Do the things you need to do to take care of yourself and your family with little preparations all along the way. Think of things that you can help other people with, maybe to exchange something you do well for something somebody else does when you need help. It's a wonderful way, that trade and bartering for services. Like, I cut hair. I'm not a beautician, but I'm really good at it. I cut my own hair. I cut my husband's hair. In fact, right after my husband's hair was down to his shoulders, it's now short. He wanted it short again, and I cut it. And we went out dancing not last week, the weekend before, And all the men were coming up and going, "Who's your barber? I'm going to go to them. It has a fantastic haircut." And he goes, "My wife." Proudly. I thought it was funny though. Um, but that's the inner, So I have a skill that I can share. I have done that for uh, friends and associate before they come over and they say, I can't find a good barber. Can you just give me a haircut? And I'm like, sure. I have everything. I have vaults. I have scissors. I have thinning shears. All that. I know how to cut hair. I've cut my family's hair for from the time I was a teenager. Um, the final card for the inner line reading is that Four of Wands. Realize that you do have a good foundation. So, don't worry. Don't be in fear. You have that great foundation going for you. We come into the reading with this Ace of Pentacles. This is telling me that, well, one thing, it's a yes card, but it's also telling me you have abundance. That's financial abundance and security around you. So this is a beautiful card to start out your reading. So you may have a little bit of worry down the line, but be frugal with your money. Take money back just in case of an emergency, and you're set. So don't put a lot of worry into your finances. Just be very frugal with your money, like we all are right now. We're not running out and jonesing, as I put it, and Gene always laughed at me. I don't care less what the Joneses have. Joneses down the street has a boat, and I haven't seen it leave their driveway in months, and we're in the middle of the hottest part of summer. You know what? Who has the $200 worth of fuel to go take that boat out of the lake right now? So they may have the toys, but they're not using them because they're holding on to their money. So I'm not a big material person when it comes to stuff like that. So jonesing isn't my thing. The next card in your reading is the Hierophant. This is your connection with the divine, your faith, your spirituality, listening to your guides, being in touch with that energy, asking your guides for assistance along the way, doing your prayers, doing your meditation, putting that positive energy. Remember, with the Hierophant, part of being connected is keeping yourself grounded. So when you find yourself in a period of time where you're feeling like things are a little off balance, take the time to stop, meditate, ground yourself, get your feet in the sand. If you enjoy gardening or working in your flower beds, no better way than to put your hands in that dirt and embrace Mother Nature to bring yourself down to that grounding mode. I love to garden. Been plotting out my garden when we get relocated. Um, this is like the 6th year in a row I have not had a vegetable garden. It's driving me totally crazy. But it's in the plans. The center of your reading is that Ten of Swords. Know that this Ten of Swords is usually read as an obstacle card, but there you are out in the horizon. It could be a sunrise or a sunset. I always like to see it as a sunrise because sunrise is a beginning. You've moved away from this disgruntled dock area, and you're out to sea now, and you're moving into the horizon, following the light, be it sunlight or be it dusk or dawn, but you're heading towards the light. So that's a beautiful energy. You also have the 10 of Wands, 2 tens. Tens are new beginnings. You go from a 9 and an ending to a new beginning. So any obstacles that are in your way with this 10 of Wands, know that you have the strength, the energy, their action cards to move any obstacles out of your way and not block your path. So here's a picture of them depicting them moving a stone that's on their path. They've got a rope around it. They're pulling it out of their way. So you can remove any obstacles that are in your way and move forward. So know that you have that. The final card in your reading is that Emperor. This Emperor card represents strength. It represents your spirituality, your connection with the divine, as the cards depict it, with the lions in the background and you holding that beautiful cross. that is an indicator to me that you're full of strength. As the emperor, you're controlling your spirituality and your strength as you're moving through this period of time. So blessings to you. I love these cards. I think it's a very positive reading. Don't let little things get in your way. Don't overreact to the small things. Realize, focus on positive and how you're going to move forward, not how you're going to be held back. You don't want to be your own roadblock. So blessings to you. New silk, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to say it 20,000 different tongue-tied ways until somebody tells me, hey, you got it right finally. So, man, I need to flip back into the room so I can see who is came in. Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad you're back in the room. I will be on tomorrow after Brenda's show. I did talk to Brenda. She does have a show going on at 2 o'clock. Tomorrow. I believe it is, it's 2 o'clock Eastern time, which would be 11 o'clock or, something like that, 11 o'clock my time, which I am Pacific time. Also, tomorrow is the eclipse, and I looked it up to see what time the eclipse was going to occur. I'm in the Pacific time zone, and the eclipse is going to occur in my area at 10:29 tomorrow. So you can actually, if you have an iPhone, just ask your iPhone, what time will the eclipse be in my area? And it will it'll pop up a countdown clock to when the eclipse is going to occur and actually tell you what time it will be visible in your area. I think that's sort of cool because 10:30 in the morning, it's before all my programs come on. Well, I sit outside and watch them on my phone anyways, but I'll actually get to see it because it'll also be in my eastern sky still before the sun gets above my roof line, and my house faces east. So that'll be fun to watch that. Remember, please don't look directly at it when it's in effect, because even during the eclipse, that light ring around the moon can cause eye damage. I also want to pull a surrender card for you before I move on to the next reading. And I have, I think this card's always meant for me. Surrender to the need of always being right. This is a joke in my family. I'm a know-it-all. Everybody always says I'm a know-it-all. It says, give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding and not rigid. This way, you resolve conflict and improve your relationships. So for all the know-it-alls out there like me, and as my mom says, but 99.9% of the time, she's right. I love my mother. Anyways, that's your card. Surrender to always being right. It's the first thing my husband said to my mother as he told her I was a know-it-all, and that's what her response was to him. It was priceless. And it's not that I'm a know-it-all, it's that I'm extremely cognitive, and I hear all my guides, and they give me all the answers. It's not me. I'm just the messenger. Okay. I know who I'm reading for, but I haven't pulled them up yet. Next person on the list is... Hey, what happened to my list? Cheryl. Okay. Gonna have some beautiful cards here, Cheryl. Oh. Except for that last one. It's reading good energy. Underlying card of the reading is death and rebirth. Remember, this isn't literal death. This is the ending of your cycle and the beginning of a new one. It is followed by that Three of Wands. You're waiting for your ships to come in at this time, and let's see what that's followed by. It is followed by the Spirit of Wands. This is the Page of Wands, the messenger. The messenger is telling you to be creative. Know that you have the knowledge and the strength, and you can take action to make things happen. Be creative as you move into this period of time, because it's going to be probably very prosperous for you. You have the ability to manifest with this Seven of Cups. So put out there in fruition exactly what you're wanting to achieve. Um, Make a list, put it out there into the universe. Realize that everything's not going to be instantaneous. As soon as you throw it out, they're not going to grant everything instantly, but your wishes will come true. So do put out that list. I always put my list out at a full moon, because I always feel like there's a lot of energy, and I usually do it, and I put all my crystals and stones out, and set them on top of my list as my crystals and my stones are charging in the moonlight. It's also carrying my list out there. And realize that you are moving into an energy by doing this of that 10 of cups. Happy family, bringing happiness to your household and your family. Also abundance, because cups are representative of abundance. And coming right into the reading, you get the best card in the deck. The sun is shining on you. It's illuminating the energy of this week as we move into this period of time. What a beautiful way to start your reading. You'll be working in abundance, financial security, and all that, because you get the 10 of Pentacles for all of that. And the center of the reading, of course, is that 2 of Cups. Working in conjunction with others. This could be a business partner. This could be your spouse. This could be people within your family. But you're working in unison with others to achieve your goals. It is followed by the embodiment of swords. The embodiment, of course, in this deck is the King of Swords. This is a king that stands in his truth, in his strength, as a warrior, in defense of his people. And your people is your kingdom. It's your family. It's the people you associate yourself, your family, your career, all the people that intermix in your life. That is your kingdom, and you're representing this. You don't take a lot of guff. You stand in your truth. You stand in your power, and you fight for what is right. And know that somebody around you, though, is coming in. And I get the devil card. This is not meaning you're the devil and you're going to get sucked in. Just be aware of this energy towards you. Somebody's going to be out there to take advantage of you, to suppress you, or to try to tell you what to do. My guys are saying this is somebody that's asking for help when they should be helping themselves. This could be a brother, a sister, an adult child that's constantly tapping your resources. It's time for you to say no. No is a complete sentence. Sometimes people need to stand on their own ground. There's generosity in people, and then there's people taking advantage of other people and not doing for themselves. So be aware of that energy coming around you. This could be somebody within your household. This could be somebody in your family. This could be somebody you work with. But realize this energy is around you and be aware of it. Be conscious of it and make a decision. Are you going to allow somebody to take that control from you, or to take advantage of you when you shouldn't be taken advantage of? Remember, you have to take care of yourself before you take care of others. And sometimes people need to stand up to the plate and take care of themselves. So no is a complete sentence. Be aware that you have the ability to use that as a complete sentence without explanation. So blessings to you. Your cards are great, though. I love them. So love the good energy coming out in these cards. I think that sun's going to keep you illuminated. So if somebody does approach you in that kind of user abuser way, you're going to recognize it right up front and make a decision pretty instantaneously of no, you're not going to be persuaded to do something that is internally not right for you. He'll flip back and forth. Oh, you're so welcome. And just checking to see if anybody else has entered the room. And next up is Snow Wolf. Who always asks me, do you shuffle 3 times? Yes, but I stack. I don't shuffle traditionally 3 times. Got a jumper. Your jumper is the Ace of Swords. You're a warrior, standing in your truth, standing in your strength. The underlying card of the reading is the sun again, shining on you brightly. Wonderful card to show up. It is followed by that 10 of Swords. This is an obstacle which you are no longer involved in. You're out there following the sun or the sunrise or the sunset, out there moving forward into that light. You're no longer at this disgruntled dock. That's a little bit erratic. You are still having some slips and slides over things, but this is something you can overcome with that 9 of Swords. It's an ending. It's an ending card. And it's a card where you're taking actions to overcome obstacles. And you get the Empress card. This is you taking control and being connected with your faith and spirit to be able to move forward through any obstacles that have presented themselves in this period. You are going to be getting recognition, and I didn't pull a surrender card. I will go back and pull a surrender card for you, Cheryl. You're getting recognition as you move forward. Recognition doesn't necessarily mean that, somebody's going to be out there doing things. This is recognition for achievements or something that you're accomplishing at this point in time. It is going to be recognized of the work you're doing towards different aspects of your life. You do have choices coming up with the 2 of Swords. This is choices. Remember, follow your truth, follow your strength, follow your faith, and making a decision. There's not a wrong decision, but one's going to seem more true to your heart than another. Right in the center of the reading, you're in a period of time where you're going through a lot of nostalgia, a lot of looking back at the past and working through things and moving forward in the future. This is where did I come for and how much have I achieved during this period of time? It's a positive thing. It's looking at things that you overcome in life in a positive way and all the achievements and accomplishments you had along the way that makes you the person you are today. Life is running in a period of time of synchronicity. Things are falling in place as they're supposed to with the synchronicity card. I love it when the timing just falls into place. You think something and then boom, there it is. And that's what you're doing right now is you're in that period of time of synchronicity. And it also is a period of time that's telling you it's time for you to take action with that Knight of Cups, the action of Cups, the Knight of Cups. He's not a fast-moving knight, but he's a steady-moving knight. And this brings you abundance in your life. Cups are always it's a water sign. It's abundant. It's spirituality. But he is a steady-moving knight that is bringing those energies forward in your time. And remember, you're that fighter because you had the jumper. The big message that Spirit wanted you to know right now is You have that Ace of Pentacles. That is your warrior energy. That's you drawing your sword, standing in your truth, and using that strength, that positive warrior energy to move through this period of time. So blessings to you, Snow Wolf. Okay. I'm going to pull a card for Cheryl. This one's for Cheryl. Let me recut the deck, and also one for Snow Wolf. Okay, and this one's for Snow Wolf. For Cheryl, the surrender card is surrender to negative thinking. It says, you have control of your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus to a positive affirmation. Maybe that's for both of you. That's for all of us. I'm hearing, yes, that is for all of us. We have to keep ourselves out of those negative mindsets. For you, Snow Wolf, the surrender card is surrender to the beauty of a natural world, of the natural world. Love that. You know me and forests and trees. Love them. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and the ecstasy there. Advice you give me all the time, Snow Wolf. Dish it out. Now it's your turn. Take it. So get out there in nature. Enjoy the environment. Ground yourself. And just enjoy the beauty. And like you always tell me, you need to go up and get out in the woods because you love your trees. Yes, I do. So, great advice. I'm just cutting the cards back into the deck so that they're not just stacked on top in a clump. So even though I do that, have you ever noticed we have days where I'll have readings and the same one or two cards will show up in every reading? It's like the big message of the week. Okay. I'm going to pop back over on the other side. Yeah, I know there's a reason for not shuffling 3 times. You always tell me that. Okay. Next up is Marby. We're going to have a slow Saturday. I don't mind. I get to take more time reading and don't feel rushed. This is why I don't want 7,000 plus million viewers. I sort of like my small group, although I do want to build it up to over 1,000. Nobody ever gets all 1,000 in at one time when you only have 1,000 total subscribers, but it would open up my my donation button so you don't have to go to my YouTube or my ZELLE or whatever. You can send stickers, buy me a coffee for Mrs. Coffeeaholic. Guess if I'm going to have addiction, coffee's not a bad one. Okay. So Marby. Let's see what cards are coming up for you. Oh, I love your cards. You got a lot of spiritual cards here, Marby. Okay. And another one. This is your higher self. You're connected with your higher self, your higher consciousness. This is your connection with you and your guides and your higher consciousness. Listening to the directions and the guidance that is bringing you, that spirit is giving you, or that you're receiving at your higher level. This will always be a great direction. You're never misguided when you're following your guides and your higher conscious, because you're thinking outside of yourself. You're thinking without that contemplation, that negotiation, that, oh, but what ifs. It is always, leading you in the right, correct direction. Realize that there may be some heartache around you somewhere, because I get the Three of Swords. This is a little bit of heartache, but I'm hearing this is not a large obstacle. This is probably something you need to sever and let go of. It is something that is changing, that will upset you, but it's going to free you at the same time. Per my guides, this is going to set you free. So whatever that obstacle is, that heartache is, it is something that's going to set you free. And here you are with the Nine of Wands. This is you. It appears like it's an obstacle, but it really isn't. It feels like that seagull coming down to you, trying to catch you, but you're the little baby turtle running from the nest to the sea, to that new world, that new start. And you're not in the way of that seagull, so you will be moving forward quite freely. Yes, it may feel like an obstacle, but you've got that great energy going forward. And the Four of Pentacles telling you, yes, please be frugal with your money during this period of times. No major purchases, no major wild spending or anything like that. Spend what you need to spend to be comfortable, and put back what you need to be putting back to be comfortable. That could be purchasing something to put back for later, or this could be putting money back for later. This period of time is going to move swiftly with that Eight of Wands. So you're going through a very fast-paced period of time now, and you're going to be creative and energetic in doing that fast-moving motion. Remember, as we come into the reading, we are getting that life force energy. That's your connection with the divine, and you're being grounded with Mother Earth. Take that time to ground yourself, to meditate, to stay grounded. It'll keep you spiritually connected. This is the first spiritual card in your reading. The next one is telling you you are that high priestess. You have the ability to connect with your guides and your spirit, and you listen to that. So realize that you have those abilities to do that, and to hear your guides, and to get that guidance from above. Whatever guidance you're receiving, whatever messaging you're receiving, whatever opportunities you're bringing that are coming to fruition are not going to be obstacles of. This is time to take action. You get that Knight of Swords. This is using your creativity, using your fire energy, and moving forward, taking full charge and taking action on anything that you're wanting to pursue now. Because what by taking action is going to do for you, it is going to bring you financial abundance with this Ten of Pentacles. This is financial security and abundance coming your way. That's that new start, that new beginning. I love it. And you're in a period of time, as you're getting all these spiritual cards coming around you, is the veil is thinner for you. You are being very connected, and you're being risen up to that point of awakening. So it's giving you a better, more positive connection with your guides, with your spirit, and you're awakening to which is allowing you to ascend to a higher level. So I love these cards. They're very positive. They're very beautiful. Whatever little heartbreak here, this is just a mere, it happens, sever it, move forward, think of the positive things that come out of this situation that may break your heart a bit, but it's going to allow you to move forward and be successful. It is not a true obstacle that's going to block your way. So blessings to you. I hope that resonates, Marby. And I love the cards that are coming out today. This is why I use this deck, because it's such a positive energy deck. And the surrender card I get for you is surrender worry. Oh, please do not worry. Nothing's worse than worry, 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 worry. Let go of anything that would cause you worry. It says, make a commitment to not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart. And have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. So I'm a firm believer in that. Don't borrow worry. I think there are so many people. My daughter's best friend growing up was a constant worrier. She could make 1,001 things to worry about. Don't spend your time being Chicken Little, just waiting for the next shoe to drop out of the sky. Because if you worry about everything, it's going to you're going to bring it towards you and pull that energy towards you. So always think very positively. And when you do come into obstacles, like I always say, don't go, oh my God, look at all the bad. Say to yourself, okay, I had this obstacle. It was hard and difficult at the time. What did I learn from it? Always turn negative to positive. That way you're living in a positive energy light, and you're not allowing yourself to live in the bad, the hard, the obstacle. Move out of that obstacle and take it forward into something very positive. Believe me, as a child, I was a worrier. My mom always said, don't focus on the negative. What did you learn? What did you learn? What good came out of it? I think it's a great piece of advice. It's one my mom constantly gave me growing up. So I am passing it on to everyone. And I think our room just jumped. And Tammy, I forgot to put you on the list. I don't know how I did that. Hey, Shar. I'll add you to the list. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. Okay. Next on our list is Tony. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Tony. And how are you doing, Tony? You just came out of 2 major days of downpouring rain in California. It was so wonderful. I love the rain. Can't wait to move to Maryland, where I will live in a lot more rain. Looking so forward to that. And getting rid of this 110 degrees. We are at 85 degrees here in sunny California today. It's a little bit muggy because we're coming out of that rain. And after all that rain the past 2 days, the sky is still gloomy looking. It didn't, normally when we get heavy rains like that, it washes the sky clean and the sky actually looks blue. It's still mucky looking. So I'm wondering if there's wildfires or something that got started. I haven't checked fires. I'm not smelling the smoke, but that doesn't mean it's not in the upper atmosphere blocking things. That's right. Underlying card of the reading is the inspiration of cups. That is the Queen of Cups. That is that nurturing queen, taking care of business, nurturing everything she does, and bringing it into fruition. That is your power as a woman, is that nurturing ability to bring abundance towards you. It's followed by the Spirit of Swords. This is the Page of Swords, saying stay true to yourself and fight for what it is you want to achieve, which I know you are doing right now. You also get the Ace of Swords, so it is going to come out in fruition. You need to catch me up on how your proposal's going. I think it's a very positive thing. If you haven't heard about it, I think that message and that the answer and um, is going to get addressed pretty soon, pretty quickly. And as we move forward in the reading, you come into the reading with the Justice card. That is that balance, that fairness, that I'm sorry, but my guides are saying that's that proposal under full consideration. It is going to be a win for you. This is going to bring new balance into your life because you're in a period of time of synchronicity. Great timing. I love it. Synchronicity is a good thing. So you have got your angels, your guides, guiding you through this period of time, helping you, holding your hand, and giving you the strength and the initiative to move forward with what it is you're wanting to achieve. You are the Empress right in the center of the reading. This is your power, your strength, that fire energy. Even though it's not necessarily a fire card, this is that strength that with all these lioness there and connection with your spirituality and your guides, leading you in that beautiful path. This is you taking charge, doing what you need to do in your strength. You are the Empress and you're allowing yourself to shine as you go. This is, I love this. This is the beginning of your new journey with the Fool card. You have taken that leap of faith and you're just waiting for those final answers to come forward. Trust me, they are coming forward because this is followed by a fantastic card, the Ten of Pentacles, prosperity, financial prosperity. So tick, tick, tick. It's just a matter of time. I think that everything is going to come to light very quickly. Let me see if I can see how quickly. Let's get this Fool card and this prosperity card. Let's get 3 on each of them to see what they're telling us. Oh, you're going to love this. You're going to love it. Right off the bat, the Fool card, the new beginning, that leap of faith is you are on your life's path. This is the Wheel of Fortune, and you are going in the right direction. Phenomenal card. It's your awakening. It's your rising. It's your elevation. This card always means to me that it's a form of ascension. What is ascending? If you're ascending in work, you're moving up the ladder. What great cards. Be patient. You will get your answers soon. I love the feather in the water, reminding you that the angels are around you, guiding you through this journey. For that Ten of Pentacles, nostalgia. This is the card of where you've came from and what you have achieved so far. This is you getting recognized and recognizing that you have the ability and you have earned every right to move forward and give yourself that pat on the back of your achievement from where you started from to what you've achieved so far in your life. And it's a positive card. And what's jumping onto my lap is the Action of Swords. This is you. This is that Knight of Swords, that taking charge, standing for what you believe in, your truth, taking action and fighting for what it is you want and what you feel and know you deserve is to get things done. I love these cards, Tony. Absolutely. You are moving with the Six of Swords from disturbed waters into much calmer waters. This is bringing you into a period of calmness and security. I love that. Lovely, love these cards. Couldn't have made it up. All in the cards. I took all the time to put all the perfect cards in order, right? And this is funny. Your surrender cards. Surrender to miracles. This isn't a miracle. Surrender to the miracles you made for yourself. Put that out there in fruition. Of course, you've been guided by your guides to move forward and take that opportunity to let them know what it is you want. It says, be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of the resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. So I love the cards, Tony. What can I say? Beautiful, beautiful cards. Okay. May I say, I told you so. Let me know how it's going, though. And when you hear, you pick up the phone and tell me. You are in my prayers. You will succeed. I can see it. I can see it. Okay. Next up is Tammy Bambi. I hope this is finding you good, happy, and all. I feel your energy is really happy right now, Tammy. Things are falling into place beautifully. And I'm surprised Brenda has jumped into the room. Chatting with her a little bit, though. She's probably busy. And Brenda will be on tomorrow at 2 o'clock her time with Ann Ellis. Love her reading, so join Brenda tomorrow at 2. I will be on at 1:30 tomorrow. I'm scheduled for 1:30 unless I get caught up in something I'm doing around the house. I need to be off. I could push it to 2, but I should be here at 1:30 my time. That's 2:30, 3:30, 4:30 Eastern time. So I'm finally coming on a little bit closer to the end of Brenda's shows. It allows people from Brenda's shows, if she's overbooked, over busy, and can't get to all the 3-card readings after reading all the paid readings, it allows people to come over and get their reading from me, which I really enjoy doing. I will be in Brenda's room tomorrow, of course, channeling in the background like I always do, with consent of Brenda, of course. And I love her to death. Very dear friend. Also, Shar is in the room. Shar does have a YouTube channel, and I think she has one on TikTok too. I don't use TikTok, so I haven't caught the TikTok channel. But look for Charlie's Angel Tarot. She's a beautiful reader and also a good friend of mine. Okay. I believe her show is on Wednesdays, if I'm remembering right. Okay. Tammy. I want that one to come out together. Okay. Oh, you're getting double cards here, Tammy. He said the 2, the underlying card of the reading is that Hierophant. This is your strength, your religion, your connection with God, your connection with the divine. This is your spiritual connection, which I know personally that you are very connected spiritually, and also as a medium. And this is followed by the charity card, the 6 of Pentacles. This is being willing to help others or accept help when people are trying to help you. Remember, charity comes in all different ways, and I know sometimes it's hard to accept charity, but be open to it if somebody's offering to help you out in some way. Be open to that. I know you're a very giving person. You do a lot for people, and you live true to yourself. I do see a little bit of worry coming up towards you with this 5 of Cups, a little bit of sadness. This is always sort of like a depression card, the way I read this. And why I read it this way is I grew up in Oregon where it rains all the time. And that rain and that gray cloud tends to cause us to be a little depressed, a little worried. Well, realize this is just temporary. Don't let it get you down. Pull up your strength. connect with your spirit guides and ask them for help to bring you out of this period of time. Walk away from it. Oh, you got 2 5s in a row. You also have that 5 of Swords. You're not out in the desert alone. Things aren't dreary and sad. There's a cup there. That cup's bringing you abundance. Know that you are being abundant. You're being, it almost looks like a trophy, being rewarded with abundance coming towards you. So don't let things get you down. Know that there are people that love you and will support you. Maybe that's why we got that. Those 2 cards followed by that 6 of Cups of that charity. Accept charity from other people that want to help you and help guide you forward and through maybe a difficult time, because it is followed by the 7 of Cups. Your ability to see and put out the fruition what your hopes, wishes, and dreams are, and allow them to manifest in your own light. You're coming into this reading with the Inspiration of Cups. The inspiration cards in these decks, of course, are the Queen of Cups. That's that emotional queen, that nurturing queen. Realize that you're a nurturer, but you also have nurturing people around you. So you can accept all that love and that nurturing. There are tons of people around you that help nurture you and give you that strength to also be a nurturer. So I love the energy of that. It is followed by 2 cards came out. It is followed by the Action of Pentacle. This is a slow moving knight. He's steady on his feet. He's not really moving very fast, but he's bringing that message as a knight that you will have financial security. Things are going to be okay. It is under that card came out that Ace of Cups. Realize your cup will runneth over with abundance. This could be emotional abundance in your life. All the people around you that are supporting you and cheering you on, helping you with that abundance. So abundance can come in many ways. Like we said, it can be monetary. It could be just your needs being met. People there for you, giving that emotional support. Very positive cards. Right in the center of the reading, we have the Moon. This is things in the shadow, some shadow work, maybe from your past that's creeped up, but it's not anything that you haven't dealt with. You always are working on shadow work from your past because you've done nothing but achieve and move out of that energy of your past and into that light of your beautiful future. So none of this will bring you down. It is your past. Let it go. You're not living in your past. You're living in your future. This is also the moon shining his beautiful light, the reflection of the sun on you, allowing you to illuminate. So I love that. Then 2 cards came out. As we move forward in the reading, you get the 2 of Swords that come out. Those are those positive decisions, that warrior decision, something you can take charge of. It's empowering you to make a decision. Both decisions and opportunities coming your way will be good for you. It will bring you financial security. Just follow your heart's desire and what one resonates for you the best, because it came out with that 9 of Pentacles. You will reap what you sow. This is that of financial abundance and security that it brings you. So know whatever decisions you make in the future with opportunities coming your way, it is going to bring you some security. That is followed also by the Action of Swords. That is that Knight of Swords, that taking charge, that warrior, fighting for what you want, what you believe in. So this is you. This is a week of taking actions, moving in a positive way, not letting things get down. When somebody offers to help you out, accept that help. Realize they're doing it out of their heart to help you and enrich you. I love these cards, Tammy. Blessings to you, and I hope that resonates. And Shara, I did add you to the list, and I believe you are, unless more people came into the room. I believe you are. Oh, you got to see your granddaughter. Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. I brought happiness to your heart, I bet. I love it. Okay, Shar, I'm going to throw a 5 for you. I hope this finds you well. And I hope you're still around. Oh, let me grab a surrender card for Tammy. I just like to cut my decks. Surrender to defensiveness. You've done that long ago, Tammy. Stand in your light, in your energy. It says, defensiveness is a sign of weakness. Boy, don't we know that watching politics. To communicate in the more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear and non-defensive response. So don't overreact to anything that may be rude or defensive towards you. Think out your words and turn it into positive messaging. My phone's clicking and buzzing away over here. Okay. And we got these cards back in my deck, and this is the last reading for Shar at Charlie's Angel Tarot. Please do check her channel out. She has, I'm not sure what kind of readings. She does all different types of readings. And she even reads the teacups, which I absolutely love. I'm not sure which reading she's doing. I'm always so busy trying to get my house organized. So we can get things packed and get our house on the market. Okay, for sure. The underlying card of the reading is the Moon card. You're doing a little shadow work right now there, Shar. But I know you deal with shadow work all the time, and it is something that all us intuitives, all us mediums do, is we work along with our past and things we brought forward from our past into our present, something that we're doing on a day-to-day basis. Because we have a hard time getting away from our past lives that are interfering with it. Well, they're not interfering. They're bringing forward what we're learning in our present. So you do have strength. So stay in your strength and know that energy, your strength is bringing you through. And you have the Ace of Pentacles. So abundance and financial success is coming your way. So looks like your programming and stuff like that are really helping you out. And you have that spiritual connection, the oneness with the divine, your strength, your connection with spirit, with God, or whatever you want to call that, your higher power. You are connected with your higher power, and you're working in that beautiful energy as a reader in that energy. And I know you do. Remember, of course, you are connected not only with the divine above, but with Mother Earth. Always keep yourself grounded as you're moving forward. Through your day. I love this. You are at this period of time coming into the reading in that nostalgia energy. You're looking back at your past and you're looking at everything you've gone through and all the achievements you've had in life. That's probably why we got that Moon card as the underlying reading. Is nostalgia also is a way of looking at your shadow work, doing that shadow work, bring yourself forward from where you've been or what you've gone through from your past and moving it into a positive light, into your present. And I always think of the nostalgia card as when we look back at our past and we identify and recognize our achievements, because we always don't give ourselves credit for where we've came from and what we've achieved through the period of time in our life. Thumbing through the old photos and reminiscing on that really can show you how much growth you've had during your lifetime period. Always remember to not only give gratitude to the angels and God above, but also allow yourself gratitude for your achievements through life as you've moved through this lifetime. Remember, always be temperate. Temperance is more than just patience. It is taking care of your health, self-care. I get this card all the time in my readings because I'm always battling something, especially with my health. But Temptation says, have trust in God, have trust in your guardian angels around you. Be temperate. Allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself to rest. And take the time to pamper yourself. Always remember self-care is one of the most important things. You can't care for others if you don't take care of yourself. And be temperate in that time. Take the time to enjoy that self-care. Something we forget to do when we're healers. We're always worried about everybody else and we don't always take care of ourselves. Take care of yourself first so you can take care of others as you do by nature. In the spirit, in the center reading, we get the Spirit of Swords. The Spirit of Swords in this deck is that messenger card. That's the messenger of swords. He's telling you to stay in your truth, be a warrior, stay in your truth, and stand for what it is you believe in, because it always brings you in the right direction. Be that warrior. You're moving into the energy of the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands, of course, is that creativity that is going to be an opportunity that's going to allow you to be creative. And of course, as a reader and as a YouTuber, you're always looking at new opportunities and different ways to approach programming and connecting with people. This is something you're very good at, and you're going to be connecting more and more with people as the opportunity arises. So be creative with that fire energy, that Two of Wands, that taking action energy, and know that it's going to bring you abundance. And of course, we get the symbolism of that onyx circle, that Japanese pendant that's going to bring you grounding and abundance into your life. That lucky charm that you have around you, that you can wear around your neck to bring that energy with you and stay grounded at the same time. This is going to lead into your final card, that celebration card, with that Three of Cups. Of course, we always celebrate with coffee around here. Cheers. But I always like it depicted as the Three of Cups with coffee rather than the three ladies with their chalices clicking them in the air. Always enjoy sitting down and drinking a nice warm cup of coffee and just spending a nice part of my temperate time. It's part of my celebration time. Is just relaxing with that great cup of coffee. But this is your emotion card. It is meaning your cups are full. You're celebrating with your loved ones, your friends, your family, and the people in which you're always helping and healing. So blessings to you, Shar. It's so great to see you in the room. I hope that resonates with you. I am going to pull you a surrender card, and let's see what the advice from Spirit is. It says, surrender your fear of change. I don't think you fear change. Some people don't like change, but change is always a good thing. It says, the universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of change in a job or your health or relationships, or if you're fearing aging or death. Repeat the affirmation, I have faith and all is well. So blessings to you, Shar. I hope that resonates. It's nice to see you again. And you are the last reading of the day. Let me make sure nobody else has come into the room. Oh, yeah, Kita Law. Kita Law, hello. I will read for you because I am not over time. I am just a little over an hour. So let me go ahead and grab you as the next reading. All right, it's Kiki La. Keto. I'm thinking diet. Kiki La. That's sort of funny. I'm blind in one eye and can't see out of the other. And I'm dyslexic. Truly. I'm actually dyslexic. Anyways, let me cut these cards back in so I'm not accidentally just reading the same group of cards over and over again. Must be nice all throughout the United States. Have a small group today. I like the small groups. I like the big groups too. It takes the stress off the reading. So I ended up doing 5-card readings for everybody today instead of 3 cards. Anybody that does want to send a donation can, though. All donations are welcome. It'll help support the channel. And oh yeah, at least I'll add you to the room too. I'm going to close the chat now. You and Kiki will be my last 2 readings for today. Unless Trend Zone comes in, because I owe him a reading. He came in late last week. The underlying reading of your, the underlying card of your reading is at 9 of Wands. That is your, in many decks, it's an obstacle card, but there's no obstacle. There's a little fear of an obstacle with that seagull trying to run down and grab at you and your siblings, run into the ocean to start your new world, but he is not achieving that. So you have a false obstacle in your way, so don't let it bother you. Just keep taking charge and moving forward. It's the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a new. 9s are the ends of cycles. And as they're running to the ocean, to the water to catch that tide, it is that new beginning. Don't let things from your past get in your way. If somebody's not serving you and is becoming burdensome to you, sever the ties with them. Do that severing ritual where you're imagining that you're cutting the literal tie, that umbilical cord that ties them to you, and let them go, because they're only going to hold you back. And there's no reason to hold on to people that aren't helping you move forward in life. So sever those ties. You have the Strength card. This is your ability to take control and use your strength to move forward. You are a very strong person. And it is followed by the World card. That is your total ascension, that transition into the butterfly. You're ascending up to the sky. This is your completion of the cycle, and it is bringing you into the next level that you're moving into. So this is that ending and new beginnings coming your way. I love this. Ascending, of course, can be a very spiritual card too, because the first card in your reading is your higher self. That is you being able to connect with your higher self, your higher consciousness, and your guides. So as you're ascending, another ascension card is you see your soul floating up into that world with that higher self of you and connecting with the universe. That allows you to use your higher intuition to move forward. Like I said, this is your new beginning. You get the Fool card. This is not telling you that you're a fool. This is you taking a leap of faith into your next journey in this period of time. So jump off into that beautiful light in that pool and take that leap of faith, because this is a new journey that you're going on in this period of time. You are moving out of a period of time where you may have felt like there were some obstacles in your way, but you've left the shore now and you're no longer on this pier that's disgruntled or anything. You're moving towards that light. You're out to sea and you're moving towards that light into a positive direction. The Spirit of Pentacles is giving you this message that you have the ability to have financial security, and you're moving in that direction as you move into this new journey. And as you move into this journey, it's telling you that, remember, you don't do this alone. You do this in partnerships with others. This can be people on the job, people within your family, friends, family, and colleagues, that by working together, this allows you financial security. So the Three of Pentacles. I absolutely love these cards. It's a wonderful reading. You're ascending into your next portion of the journey, and it's going to bring you financial success. This is just the beginning of that journey. So allow that to unfold and watch for new opportunities coming your way. Remember to work with others in a positive way to bring that beautiful light and partnership with you. Okay, and a surrender card for you. Let's see what Spirit. I like to cut the deck. Surrender to divine timing. I love it. It says sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego timing if a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego. Be patient and trust in the universal flow. Like I said, anytime you put it out there into fruition, it's not necessarily going to be instantaneous. As much as impatient as I am, I get this. But yes, it will come towards you in time. So allow your guides and all that to flow towards you naturally. It's all in divine timing. Things will happen as they're supposed to. So blessing to you, Kiki. And then I lost the name of Alisa. And you're welcome, Alisa. And this is my last reading for the day. I hope this finds you good. Cards have been hot today. They've been wonderful and very positive. Of course, as part of this deck, it's just a beautiful, beautiful deck. This is the deck of oneness, and I absolutely love this deck. I want to thank Dean. We were looking at cards together, and he said, this is an interesting deck, and I just caught my eye, and I absolutely had to buy it. Then I took it to the hospital with me, and my husband unpacked it out of my bag, and I couldn't find it. It was supposedly sitting on the dresser. I looked on the dresser, but anyways, so I ordered 2 more decks to have a backup. Backup to the backup, because I love the deck so much. And it's the day the deck came, he comes wandering out of the bedroom. Well, here's that deck of cards you've been looking for. So now I have 3 of them, but I have 2 of them open. And one of them, I don't even know what I do with the other ones. Probably in the living room in my box of cards. I've got tarot cards all over the house. Okay. Lisa. Holding my deck upside down. Yes, I am. The underlying card is that obstacle card, that 10 of Swords. Realize that you are no longer at that disgruntled dock. You are out there in the ocean following the light. So it is your new beginning. You have moved into that new beginning. You're taking action, moving into that new beginning as a warrior. It's followed by the High Priestess. It's your faith connection with the divine as a High Priestess. This is your connection with your spirituality and your intuition. Yes, this is the new beginning, the Fool card. Take that leap of faith to pull you forward, because you are on a new journey. I'm sorry, I've got the hiccups. Yes.
You going?
No. Wardrobe check. Does this shirt go with these shorts? I don't know why. All his clothes are pretty neutral, other than gray doesn't go with khaki, as far as I'm concerned. Black shirt, dark khaki pants. That's what he's asking. Does this go together? Of course it does. Okay. You're moving into this reading with this beautiful card, the Ace of Cups. Your cup running forward. You have abundance coming into your life as you start your new journey. So I love this. This is going to be a good period of time for you. You have a few obstacle cards here, but nothing you're not going to overcome. You are working with partnerships and with others with this 2 of Cups, with a lot of emotion and that nurturing energy. This could be a spouse, a business partner, a lover. It could be a group of employees. It's somebody in your supportive circle that you're working with, though, in partnership. Don't feel like you're out in the cold, because you're really not. You're not out there in the cold with this 5 of Pentacles. This is worry that you really need to let go of. There's nothing to worry about as you're moving forward during this period of time, because as the cards are showing you, this is a new start, this is a new beginning, then it's going to be bringing you abundance. So don't worry about being left out in the cold. You won't. Be frugal with your money. Of course, this is a pentacle card, so it might be a money worry. Things will come as you need. You've got that abundance coming in, so your needs will be met through this period of time. Don't go out on a big shopping spree and spending money you don't have to spend and overreaching your bounds. Be frugal so that you don't carry this fear and bring this fear forward to yourself. This is the time that you take action. When you get the Knight of Pentacles, this is a steady knight. This is telling you that financially, you're going to be fine. It's going to be slow and steady. It's not going to be charging fast and furiously through this period of time, but your needs will financially be met. That's the abundance. That's your needs. That's not necessarily the riches. That is just making your needs be available when you need them. It is followed by the Ten of Wands. This is a Wands card. This is your fire energy. This is letting you know that any obstacle that gets in your way, you will have the strength, the know-how, and the creativity to move that obstacle out of your way so you can move forward. In this case, it's a picture of a boulder on your path, and you have wrapped a rope around it and realized that you can pull that boulder out of your way and remove the obstacle so that you can move forward in a positive way. So realize that things are going to be going good. A little bit of worry, a little bit of obstacles, nothing that you can't take control of. So you've got this, and just trust that it's going to come in slow and steady. The sky isn't going to be raining on that luxury lottery ticket, so don't bother wasting your money buying it. Just realize that as your needs arise, they will be met. Just don't go out there and go crazy spending money or anything like that. That would cause yourself that major worry, because you don't want to be your own energy. Just allow to go with the flow at this period of time. I'm a Pisces, so I go with the flow. If you're a Pisces, you're a flowing person too. But go with the flow. Realize that your needs will be met on a continuous basis and that it will come to fruition. Come back next week. We'll see which direction is taking you further, because I think it's going to be a really good journey coming forward. My guides are going, yes, it is. So don't put a lot of time in worry. You need to surrender to the idea that you can fix somebody. Oh, no, we cannot fix people. We can guide them, we can help them, but we cannot fix them. So let's see what they have to say on this card. It is time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix somebody. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. So you can be there for somebody, but realize you can't wave your magic wand to fix them. They have to do it themselves. I love that. I think that's really good advice. So it has been a wonderful Saturday. We are an hour and 26 minutes into it. That's a great timing. I've been trying to cut my programs back to about an hour and a half per reading, because when I hit that 2-hour mark, I start getting very exhausted. It takes a lot out of me. It takes a lot out of all of us readers when we go over that 2-hour period. And I've done marathon readings where I've gone into to 4 or 6 hours, and when I've had a reading like with a group of other readers, and we were reading in those marathon readings like over Halloween or something way back in the day, I actually ended up crashing for about 3 days, just recovering from using all that energy. So I will be back on tomorrow at 1:30. Unless I get busy and distracted doing something else. If I do, I will set it till 2, but I'm targeting for a 1:30 show tomorrow. So come join me. Of course, jump on and watch Brenda's Tarot at 11 o'clock or 2 o'clock Eastern time. It'll be 11 o'clock Pacific time. Also, remember, tomorrow also is that solar eclipse. So if you want to see the solar eclipse, Google or ask your iPhone, whatever, what time the solar eclipse is going to be in your area so you can see it. It'll tell you if you're going to see the full solar eclipse or not. Mine said I was going to see a full solar eclipse. I didn't hear one way or another. The solar eclipse, of course, is when the moon shadows over the sun. So you'll see that that fire ring around the blocked out sun. I always enjoy the eclipse time. It's going to be an interesting eclipse for the President of the United States. From what I'm hearing from different astrologers, it's going to be a very impactful thing. So it should be interesting to see what happens in the next news cycle or so. Hopefully it's nothing too dramatic, or at least too impacting to us personally. But anyway, think positively, and I will see everybody tomorrow. I hope you can join me. If not, you have a beautiful Sunday and a wonderful rest of your weekend. Blessings to everybody. Bye-bye. Okay, that was good. That was fun.